Hello, today we will see how to build a website easily with templates because you don't have to build a website from scratch. Please don't hire someone or an agency that you will pay maybe $50 or $300 per month to build you a website that will be ugly. Always compare to what's on the market before buying from a freelance, an agency, or whatsoever. I just, those last weeks, analyzed 200 businesses, okay, in a specific niche. In this niche, in the US and Switzerland. And this niche had a lot of bad websites. But what is even more sad is that you risk to pay agencies because I've seen some agencies left the link in the website they build, so I can see the agencies doing the work. And this is extremely bad. This is at the limit of the scam, or those agencies or freelancers are extremely bad and they don't even know they are bad. So please just look at the websites you like, you navigate every day, be conscious of what you are investing in for your own business. And there is industry standards. It's like a car, like people for their business. You will not buy a car that is full of rust, that is super small. No, you will buy a normal car, a standard car, new car, or even a very good car to show to your potential clients, for example. And here it's the same. You have to compare. And if you want to be sure to have something that looks okay, at least okay, you have thousands and thousands and thousands of templates across the web. So I will show you for different tools that you can use for building your website that you have templates, and I will explain you basic rules to use those templates. So first, if you are using WordPress, if you want WordPress, okay? I don't recommend WordPress, but it's okay to use WordPress if it's well made and you know the risks and what it's good, what it's not good, the pros and the cons. So you can go here on Envato Market and you see that you have more than 60,000 templates. This is excellent. And you see that the pricing is really, really good. $69, 39, 60, etc. And you have really plenty. You should be able to find something okay. You even have a ranking, for example, for some templates. So you have this for WordPress, and you have also other marketplace for templates for WordPress. You have, if you want, Webflow. If you build Webflow, this is one of my specialization is to build on Webflow. My services are below in the description, by the way. So here, the same, you have plenty of super templates. So there are pros and cons using templates, again, from technical point of view, because it's made by people. So sometimes people do errors or something that are not standard. But anyway, to start, it's great. You have something decent at least, and not a website that looks like 2005 or 2010 with agencies or freelancers that have no idea of what they are doing, and that you pay every month, or you pay a lot of money for something that will not serve your business. So you have really plenty of templates for Webflow. You have for Framer, unfortunately, today for the video, the marketplace is unavailable. Generally, I don't recommend Framer. They also raised the pricing, so it's absolutely not worth anymore if you are not ready to spend $10,000 per month on your website. Don't use Framer, but if you want it, you have templates. You also have Web Studio that I highly recommend to pair with Webflow, actually. This is the alternative to Webflow. I try to switch people to Web Studio. So you have also with Web Studio, you have component libraries, and you have to templates for now because it's not well known, but this is the future alternative to Webflow. It's absolutely genius and open source and cheaper, a lot of advantages, but Webflow is still great also. And I did work with Webflow for more than 5 years. And for Squarespace, so I don't recommend Wix. I recommend you to use Squarespace if you want one. Squarespace is ideal for very small businesses, local businesses, and also individuals. It can look a bit expensive, a little bit. Some of their plugins also can be expensive compared to competitors, but it integrates well into the ecosystem. So it's it's a win-win for Squarespace, and I recommend Squarespace. It's really easy to build on Squarespace. The templates are great, and the AI to build websites with Squarespace is really, really good actually. And so, and yeah, and it's fun to modify things and to build on Squarespace. And so you have plenty of templates also on Squarespace that you can use for your business that I recommend. So now, what are my recommendations regarding the actual templates? So you you have to take in count that you have to adapt to the template and you can't adapt the template to you. Why? So it's counterintuitive, I know, but here, if you don't do it, you can end up in a lot of problem. This is also the cons of the templates, and this is why later maybe you can switch to something that is custom. So this template here looks really, really great. So we will preview in Webflow to see what I'm talking about. So we take this, for example, this layout. It looks awesome. Hop, and we are here. So I opened it into Webflow. So why you have to adapt to the templates and not the reverse and not the opposite? You see here we have a title. Okay, this is the H1. The problem here is that maybe because if you do a website properly, even if you use a template, you have an idea of the copy that you will put on the website. I encourage you to ask help with AI to build the copy of your website if you do it yourself, and you will have to adapt the text. So let's say that you ended up with one sentence, maybe 4 or 5 words, okay, here. But what happened if you want to put it and you onto your template and you don't adapt to the template? Is that you will break everything. Okay. And here, if you don't have technical knowledge, as you see, you will be in trouble. And here, I exaggerate, but I assure you that always, with all the businesses I've worked with that did buy a template, have this problem. And they come back to me or to someone else to modify and to manage the template. And this is always the same problem. So if I want to use this template, I will have to find 2 words here to put that are mm, one one letter less or more the same length. Okay, because I will break the layout and it will look unprofessional. It will break everything because the designers here think with their own content because a website is built around the copy, around the content. So this is why you build the content first, the copy first, and then you build the website and how it looks around this content. And here, this is why templates can be a little bit tricky with that. So everywhere, like here, for example, maybe you can add let's say more words, a sentence, maybe you can have multiple lines, it's okay. But here with the logo, what will happen if you have to duplicate the logo and stuff like that? So maybe you have to put it here the same. For example, if you have a section like this, you will have to find a way to have the exact same amount of word, more or less one word, and etc. etc. This is why you have to keep this in mind. If you do that, you will have no problem with your template. And most of the time, this will be more time on choosing the template. Okay, even if there is few hundreds of templates, take the time to look at the templates, take the time to look at your copy and how you can build on your template. You can see here I have a Webflow account and I can freely just preview in Webflow, for example. And you can do this with other tools to see how it looks. So do it first, and you will have no problem to use a template for your first website. Thank you, and see you for the next video. Bye bye.